Hey there. How you doing? Let's go for a hike in the Appalachians right now. Got about a 20 minutes left of my hike. I figured I'd talk to myself a little bit and share this journey with y'all and myself so I can recap on it later. Today's bittersweet day for me. Several years ago now, today marks the day that my life changed. My life got turned upside down when I lost my brother. It's also his birthday. He didn't pass on this day. He passed right before it, but it rocked my world. And we had a celebration of life for him on his birthday. So that's the bitter part. Sweet part is my life is completely different because of it. And I don't know how I feel about that. You know, if he was still around, I might still be in the slums. I might still be trudging through life, and I don't want to trudge through life. I never want to go back there again. I never will. I'm always going to be free and always trying to heal myself, and that's pretty much what today was. Today has been a healing journey. I also got some news from my partner that they don't want to live together anymore. And it's a tough one, man. You know, she wants to live in separate houses, and while we still are together, and see if we can come back to each other. And I don't like that. I mean, I don't want to do that. I don't see that as growth. Although some people may be able to do that. And that may be me and my ego trying to control the situation. But I'm not really sure. I don't like that, the way it sounds. And but I can't force her to do anything. I can't force her to stay. Yeah, it really sucks. But yeah, it's been an up and down roller coaster the last several weeks with us, and a lot of it has been my emotions getting to me, and my feelings and my ego getting in the way a lot of times. But I'm not the only one who has a part in this, that's for sure. But I can't focus on what her part is, and that's not what I'm here to do. She's a very special woman. I love her very much, and I respect her very much. And I hope she changes her mind. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I really do hope she does. But I'm not counting on it. So I kind of went for a little hike today by myself. Actually, a long hike. And I've been trying to dig deep down inside myself and get some clarity on what I can do for me to, I don't even know, just to, what I can do next time to be a better person, what I can do to mend this, all types of stuff has been going on in my head. I've talking to my grandmother about this. I mean, just talking to a friend about this, all my supports that I have, and not all of them, but some of them. And I've had some good insights. And, you know, really, I can't do anything about her and what she feels, and what she wants and to happen. I can only focus on me and continuing to heal and own up to my part in this, hold myself accountable for my part. Whether she holds herself accountable or not is really not my business at this point. I'm like almost I almost don't know what to say, but this has been a tough day. I know I'm gonna get through this. I've been learning a lot these last several weeks since things have been rocky, and I've been growing a lot. And I've learned one of the many things I've learned is that there's two questions in a relationship that are really important. And it's, am I healing? And is she willing to wait? And is she healing? And am I willing to wait? My answer is yes. I don't think she's willing to wait, though. I don't think her answer is yes. I do have a lot of baggage, that's for sure. But we all have baggage, no matter how big or small. There's no denying that. And sometimes the other person might not be willing to heal their past, or might not see it, or it might not be bothering them, or it might not be affecting their life at this time. But I mean, in all honesty, just saying that out loud doesn't sound right, because I gotta be honest, my past has definitely affected this relationship for sure. But so did hers. But again, that's where I gotta stop myself, because I can't focus on her and what she's doing. I'm definitely there for her if she wanted to heal, and I'd definitely stick around and wait, and I'd support her. But that's not the case right now, unfortunately. So really, the focus is on me. I don't like it, but again, there's nothing I could do about it. And I hate saying that out loud. It just sounds like so cold, but it's the truth. I can't do anything about her and what she wants to do. I'm not even trying to change her mind. I'd like things to be organic, but no, there's no but after that. I want things to be organic, and if she doesn't want me in her life like that anymore, and she wants to try to do things in separate houses or separate homes, I don't like that. And I don't know if I'm willing to accept that. For me, I see that as a reason for her to leave. And I don't see how us separating is going to mend anything or heal anything with us. I mean, I understand the space could definitely heal it, but her standpoint is she needs to refill her cup spiritually, emotionally, and all this. And it's like, well, I get that, but can't you take like a retreat, or can't you like take a weekend to yourself or at your friend's house? Or why does it got to be we move out of each other's lives physically and try to work our way back? I don't see that growing together. I see that as growing apart. And again, this could be my ego getting in the way, but that's not to say my ego is wrong. I don't think there's a wrong or right here. Honestly, I think it's just we might just be in two different places in life. And that's an unfortunate might be an unfortunate truth. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping this is just something that's, I don't even know, man. I just hope I'm almost hoping that she would just have like an epiphany and be like, nope, this is not what I want. I do want to be with you, and I want to stay in the same home and grow together, and take each other's hands and walk through this together. But it doesn't seem that that's what she wants. It's definitely what I want. I definitely want to just hold her hand, and I want her to hold mine, and we hold each other and hold space for each other, and get through this together, not apart. And it's a big move. I mean, moving in together was a big move, and we talked about it. We talked, I mean, for a few months about it, and yeah, it was a while. We mentioned it. It was months. I don't even know how long. But so it just seems like a rash decision, and I have no control over it. I think that's what's bothering me, is that I can't do anything about it, and I know control is an illusion, and that's another thing I think what's getting to me, is that I can't control my own destiny, and I can't convince her. That's, and I don't want to convince anybody. I don't want to trick anybody. I don't want to manipulate. That's not what I want. Again, I want this to be organic, and it's killing me that this is what's happening, because it's just killing me, man. I love her. I have some serious feelings for her. I saw a bright future together, and it doesn't seem to be going that way. Seems to be all of a sudden. Maybe not with her. It's not a sudden thing, but from what I've been led on to believe, it's pretty sudden. And so it doesn't feel fair. But again, what is fair, in some people's eyes? And I feel like I just want her to meet me halfway with this. And it just keeps somehow being thrown back in my face. And it doesn't seem like, I don't even want to say this because I don't want to manifest anything, but I don't want to put energy into it, but it doesn't seem like this is healthy right now for either one of us. And so I'm not one to, it's not that I'm not one to, I don't want to beg her to stay. I've kind of tried not negotiating, but yeah, I guess negotiating with her a little bit. But that doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel organic. It doesn't feel like that's what she truly wants. It just feels like, it almost feels like a manipulation of her mind, and that's not what I want. I want her to want to work this out. I want her to want to stay. And again, I can't do anything about it. I can't do that. And I'm not going to force her to stay. I can't. I wouldn't if I could. For me, being desired is a huge, huge part of a relationship. For me, I want that. And I want someone to love me for who I am, for all of who I am, all of me, up and down and inside and out. And if they're not willing to stick around while I heal, because the healing's never going to stop. I'm never going to stop healing my past. And, it might not affect me in the future as much, because I've done so much healing these last several years, and it's getting to the bottom of the barrel. But even then, there's still little things dribbling in my barrel that I need to heal. I'm a very sensitive person, and so I get hurt very easily. And again, it could be a small thing in someone's eyes, or it could be a real big thing. But There's always something to heal. I truly believe that. And for me, that's rung true. So I'm never going to stop it. And if she's not willing to wait, I'm not holding her back. And man, it's a big pill to swallow. I keep coughing it up and choking on it. But I know I'll get through this. Might take a little bit of time, or I might heal pretty quickly. I'm not sure. But that's kind of, well, it's not kind of where I'm at. That is exactly where I'm at. I am going through a breakup right now, and it sucks. It really sucks, man. We had such a beautiful start. It was the most beautiful flower just blossoming, and it's just kind of went in the dumps pretty quickly, it seems. Got to be honest, a lot of it has to do with, there's anger involved in that, which is coming from me. But at the same time, she had her anger as well, just in different ways, and it all stemmed from both of our pasts. And I've changed it for sure, and it's like now that I've changed it, it's just not good enough, and that doesn't sit well with me. Maybe I'm just playing the victim here, but maybe I'm not. I have no idea. I'm so confused right now, and I have all these emotions up in me right now, and also I'm kind of raw dogging this. I've been raw dogging life for a while now, and that's something I'm not used to. And so all these feelings and emotions are kind of, they feel like a first time for me, because I'm usually drowning them out, or up in the clouds, getting rid of it. If you know what I mean, or gardening. But I'm not gardening anymore, and I'm just me, myself, and my raw emotions, and it's for me, it's been challenging, but I haven't given up, and I have no desire to give that up. I'm very happy, very pleased at the growth that I've done, and where I've came from in the start of this journey, especially the last year, or I would say last 2 years actually. Last year has really been, oh my gosh, it's been a healing journey like crazy. It's just like, I don't even know, man. It's been like rocket speed, and I've healed so much. I'm very proud of myself. I don't have anxiety anymore. Imagine that. Imagine not having anxiety anymore. I'm not agoraphobic anymore, which is like huge. I mean, I was literally scared of the dark for the longest time, man. I couldn't have blinds up. I couldn't look outside when the sun was going down, because it just made me fearful, and it reminded me that I'm about to be scared for my life for no reason. And I don't really have blow-ups anymore. I get angry, don't get me wrong, I do get angry, that's for sure. But again, the way I handle that anger is a lot different. Even the last couple weeks, it's been a lot different than what it was a year ago. It's just been such a 180. So yeah, I can't say I have any regrets, because this is all part of what makes me me. I do wish I did things. No, I can't even say that. Yeah, I do wish I handled some things a little differently, or a little softer. She's a very sensitive person as well. And at the same time, I've healed so much of that I'm very grateful from where I'm at today. I'm very grateful for all the things I've learned along the way. And if this doesn't bounce back, I mean, maybe not right away, but I know I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get through this. Just one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 hour, whatever. But check out the waterfall. But yeah, I'm just about done with my hike. And this has been very healing for me today. A rapid healing session all day. I got the news earlier, like around noon, and the sun's about to go down now. And I'm getting to the end of the trail, so it's been a long day of healing. Again, I'm grateful for all the tools I had today. I'm grateful for everyone that's helped me out. I'm grateful for all the gurus that I follow and listen to, and the podcasts and all the self-help books and everything. You name it, I've been doing it. And you know, all that stuff doesn't heal you. It's me healing me. Listening to these books, and not just listening to them or reading them or listening to the podcast or any of that. It's applying that stuff. And I've been doing it. No one else has been doing it for me. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for myself and the courage that I've had to walk through this, because it's been difficult, man. And I used to talk real down to myself all the time about anything. A year ago, I wouldn't be saying I'm grateful for myself for doing this. I'd be downplaying it like it's nothing. And I'm not doing that anymore. Healing can be real tough sometimes, and you know, it's no joke. You know, you really have to get in those wounds, and it hurts. It can hurt. But that's where the healing begins. And I've been through a lot of pain. Still going through a lot right now. I don't know, it's just don't really know what else to say other than I'm grateful to myself for everything I've done and how far I've come. Today was a very today hurt. And again, I'm still hoping, I have high hopes that I'm going to go home and things are going to be different and we can talk about this and get through it. But honestly, I don't think that's the case. I think she's out doing her bit of healing already from this relationship and moving forward. And what am I to do? You know? I love her. I'm still going to support her. Maybe from a little bit of a distance, but I'm always going to wish her well and hope that she remains in a state of peace the rest of her life and joy. And I'm always going to have a place for her in my heart. And I hope she holds a place for me in her heart, but if she doesn't, that's on her. I can't do anything about that either. But yeah, this has been, the whole relationship has been a learning experience for me. And she's been a mirror to me, and that's what hurts the most, is that, you know, I've been learning that, and I feel this too, the person who mirrors you is actually good for you. You know, it doesn't feel good at times when they put a mirror up and they reflect all this negativity that you're spewing out, or they do something that reminds you of yourself, or whatever it is, and they may not feel good at first, but it's actually healthy because she's been showing me where I need to heal and what wounds are still open from my past. And um, man, how much I used to talk to myself negatively. Oh my gosh, it is insane. If there's one thing anyone can get from this long babbling video of mine, is that talk to yourself gently. Don't talk down to yourself. Talk up to yourself. Um, you got this. You are a special person. Everybody on this planet is unique in their own right. I found that to be true with myself, which I never thought was true, but I definitely know that's true now. I'm a very special person. I got a lot of attributes inside of me, and I like to share those with my partners. Um, I'm, there's just so many good things I could say about myself, and I'm not going to toot my own horn during this, although I want to. I know that's my ego. But no, I'm just in a way different place than I was a year ago, and if this is the end, then this is the end, and I will accept that, and I'll accept it with open arms, to be honest, because again, I want a partner who desires me for me and where I'm at in life, and who's willing to be there for me, because I'm 100% committed to my partners, and that's what I want from them. If they're not committed, then that's okay if they walk away, because there is somebody who's going to be committed, who I'm going to be committed to as well, and we will live a really good life. It may not be to the day we die, but there will always be someone else. I have learned that. Um, there's always someone else out there that will love you and cherish you, and there's always someone else out there that you can love and cherish as well. Um, I have learned so much from this person. I know they've learned from me. Um, it's been expressed multiple times, and I've seen it, and I'll never forget that. I'll always take everything I've learned from this person with me, and use this time that I've had as practice for my life, for the future, for the next person that I'm with, the next partner that I'm with, and the next friendship I gain, the next whatever it is. I'll always take that with me, and I'll remember this journey that I've been on with them, and it's been remarkable and unforgettable. This has just been amazing, and I'm extremely grateful for this person. And I mean, she's just so special in so many ways, and has taught me so much about myself and life, and different culture, and uh, different cultures actually, and different, just so much different ways to heal, different ceremonies, just a different way of life that I'm used to, a healthier way of life. And I think that's what's hurting the most, is that this feels so healthy, but yet it's gone so toxic. um, that it's ending, and that's the result of it. And hopefully it's not it. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully when I get home are different. I mean, let's be real about it. The chances are not, the odds are not with me, and they're not in my favor, I don't think. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I have myself. I love myself very much, and I'll never give up on myself. I'll always be there for myself. I'll never stop healing, and I will never stop loving people and having faith in humanity, and the next partner that I have. Um, so that's where I'm at, and I'm gonna get going. It's getting dark, and again, if I hope someone gets something out of this. I know I have. Thank you for listening or watching, and peace out. Have a good night, everyone. Good day, good evening, good year. Love yourself. Talk good to yourself. Never give up on yourself.